So here's the boat. The cover's a little bit dilapidated given the use of the whole season, getting towed about 3,000 miles. So, and then cover, I mean the brush. Go through the whole thing here, show you some of the features. There's a flip down dog ladder. Stays in place with a bungee. Flips down. And then there's a dog door. Can bungee it to stay open. We just usually let it down and the dog goes, pokes its head out or runs out. And then from inside you can grab the bungee to lift it open to let the dog back in. The boat cover is removable and also, I'm sorry, the motor cover is removable and also swings open. So right now I got it in the undone position. And you can swing it open to work on the motor, and then it just, you pick it up and it pops out. And there's a latch here where it locks into place for transporting, but in case you need to work on the motor or get at anything in the back, you have access here. And then also the back panel opens. If you can see that, flips up. And we can show that from the inside as well, but this back panel over the motor flips up. Okay, so the front ladder, it is removable. There's 2 pins that take it off, otherwise it bungees up here. And then when you want to climb in, it comes down and the bottom rung sits below the water line for getting in and out. And this is pretty much the top view. I usually have an extra cattail mat that runs along the top there, where you see on the left hand side, to cover that foam for better concealment, but this year towards the end of the season it blew off getting towed down the road. So here's your front door swings in, and then driver's door pops up, and as we have your driver access, we'll go down and flip all the blind doors. And then just like I talked about previously, here's that back door that flips up to gain access to the motor, which is trimmed up right now. And then got a shelf here for the dog to run under storage, and then that flips up. And you've got your fuel tank and your oil tank, your batteries back here. And then I removed this board here. This board goes across here. The hinge is getting bad. So that board usually goes across here and then flips up to here. We got the stove, which is all pre-piped. Obviously a little dirty yet from the season. Catch-all, and then there's 4 outlets for propane. The heaters won't be included, but the propane is all piped. It runs underneath the shelf. You got a large storage shelf here, and the propane all runs up to the front. And there's the tank. The tank is ratchet strapped in there, but each outlet has for enough hose. It has like 4 or 5 feet of hose. You can hook any 1-pound cylinder heater to it and move it around. And then we basically just use totes to slide underneath to keep extra clothes dry, shells, miscellaneous stuff, cooking supplies. So here's your driver cockpit, steering wheel, onboard GPS. Your light switches are up here. We got interior rope LED lights, and then the front lights, and then the shifter, and then an optional seat here for an extra guy. That the seat is just a piece of loose wood that sits there, and then you take it out to drive. And then the decoy storage. So it's decoy storage till you get all the decoys out, and then it's where you sit. So I'll put all of them up to show you how much room you have for decoys. On average, we run about probably 120 duck decoys and about 30 to 40 goose floaters. That's probably the average. But you'll see here that there's plenty of decoy storage. So here it is. So here's looking down the aisle. These just bungee up here, the boards, and then back here that's all decoy storage, and it's carpeted. The back of the wood is carpeted, the floor, and then just not the part of the blind here, but can run decoys in here all the way up to the top. There's a cargo nets for the front and back. So there's a cargo net here that comes up so you can pile this full and they don't fall forward. And then in the back we have storage. There's stay poles and then decoy hooks, and then we'll store about 8 to 10 Mojo poles, homemade ones, in the back here where you see the racks there. So otherwise, again, you got lots of shelf space, and it's time to hunt. Obviously, you get there, get all your decoys out, flip the seats down, and flip the aisle doors down, and you can hunt. We've hunted up to 6 guys and a dog out of here, which isn't very bad on room. So there's the view from, and you just look out the doors, and then you just pop the doors open when you want to shoot. So I think that's basically it. There's a battery up front here, and that runs the all the lights. So those are on a separate battery, and then there's a Shoreline charger, or I'm sorry, a battery trickle charger that just plug that in when you get back, and that'll charge itself. So, all right.